Hello everyone, it is Erin Floto here, and I am here with another reading journal setup. So I am setting up for the month of June, and I am using the brand new rainbow reading stickers that I have up in my shop, which I will of course leave down below. I'm doing a very quick setup, and then I will do a real-time review of what books I'm reading, and then what happened in April in my reading journal. So I'm just setting up the cover page here. I use these stickers that were oopsies from when I was doing one of my Patreon mini rewards. It cut off at the bottom, so I was like, okay, well, they still look fine to me. So I decided to go ahead and use these just because they have this nice rainbow effect for the holographic foil. So I thought it would be perfect for a rainbow theme. So I just include the same washi tapes that I've been using. It's from Amazon. I have that linked in my Amazon storefront. And then, of course, my reading journal stickers. So these are all my main core pages. I have my cover page. I have the reading challenge for the month, what books I'm reading, the statistics for that month, and then a spot that I can journal in for a monthly review. So that's the entire setup for June. Okay, so now that I have set up all of my June pages, I'm going to add the books that I intend to read. So I'm going to go up here to the front to my book ratings section and put in some of the books. So I did not add the search last time because I did not know what book I was going to reread. And I had decided once the month started what book that was. So I'm going to go ahead and add this here. These 5-star stickers are available for download in my shop. The other books that I'm reading, I'm going to read You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. So that book is going to be my book with a POC main character and book by a Black author. My book with a blue cover is going to be a Meghan Quinn, Kiss and Don't Tell. And then I have not decided which one. I'm going to try to read both, but reading has not been easy recently, as you could hear in my voiceover. But reading has not been easy for me lately. So I have Spare by Prince Harry and Beyond the Wand by Tom Felton as one of my autobiographies. I am going to try to read both at some point this year. So I'm going to go ahead and put both in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the June books in as well. May just started, so I obviously have not gone in and rated these. I do like to do all of that at the end of the month. I basically only check in with this notebook as I'm setting up for the next month. That's kind of been working out for me, so I'm going to go ahead and keep doing that at this point. So there are all my books added. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at April. So, in April, I only read 3 books, and only 2 of them were part of the reading challenge. I did talk about in, like, this whole review why I felt like this was happening. Mostly it's just the weather's been nicer. There's more stuff going on. My partner is playing softball and all that kind of stuff. So it's just harder to read when there's more things going on. So I only read 3 books for a total of 841 pages, and my average star rating was 4.25. So I'm at least glad that the books that I did read, I really enjoyed. That's really nice. My book stats, all of them were from women. All of them were from American women. And then 67% of the books were between 300 and 500 pages, and 33% of the books were under, so 1/3, one of the books was under 300 pages. And then I kind of talk over here about like what's been going on, how it's been more difficult to read, how I'm a little frustrated. But over here is where I read about the book, or I wrote about the books that I read. So One Green Thing, which is a very interactive, fun book. I'll go ahead and show you. I got it 50% off, but it's a very interactive book. There's a lot of areas where it talks about journaling and what you can take away from the chapters. It has a lot in it that I think a lot of people would like, and I will probably see if some folks want to do like a book exchange or something like that. I did not write in it because I did not want to take away from the book at all, but it does talk about like kind of your personality when it comes to how you can do one green thing for the environment. So it kind of, you do basically like a personality type of test to find out what aspect you are and then what you could do. So for the adventure, you have a 21-day Kickstarter plan, and it shows you different things that you could do during those 21 days. So it is very fun, very interesting, very interactive for people that like those types of books. And then I did talk about like, so my everyday job is as an environmental scientist. So this helped me in terms of thinking of things that I can do outside of just my day job, where personally, and honestly, professionally, I believe that companies need to do more than anyone else, but it doesn't hurt me in any way to do a little bit more. So, and if it just takes a minor modification for me to do something that is a little bit better for the environment, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then the other book I read was The Search from Iris Johansson. This is a book that was my reread. I have read it a long time ago, probably like 10, 15 years ago at least. And although I do remember like a bunch of the plot points, like as I continued reading, I was like, oh yeah, I remember what happens next. I was still interested because it's a book about search and rescue and dog training and things like that, about how dogs will find people and things like that. So I really enjoy that aspect. And honestly, even though I kind of knew how it ended, it still took me on a journey. So I really did enjoy it. So those were the books I read. Here is May. We obviously have not gotten into May at all. So that is what I've got for you today. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm very excited. Please let me know if you are partaking in this reading challenge, and let me know in the comments down below what books you are planning to read that has a book with a POC main character, book by a Black author, book in the autobiography genre, and book with a blue cover. I am so excited for anyone that wants to partake in this reading challenge. And I've had some questions on my Discord about, oh, I only really read one book a month. That is totally fine. This reading challenge is meant to be fun. And if you are able to get all 4 aspects, that is totally fine. If you are not, that is also totally fine. If you just want to pick one of the 4 aspects, it's why I've started leaving off any sort of instructions. I do in my blog posts, which I will link below, I do kind of provide some instructions, but I always say, make this what you want it to be. If you only read one book a month because you are so busy, or you have other book clubs that you're part of or anything like that, that is totally fine. Just pick one of the aspects and that would be great. So that is my reading journal setup. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.